Hey guys, let's discuss new problem from graph which is called you need to find whether the graph is bipartite or not using BFS. Okay, so in the earlier video we have seen if the graph is bipartite using BFS. Now we will see using BFS. Now let me quickly explain what is bipartite graph. So when you color each vertices, okay, and let's say you have a two color 0 and 1, and if no two adjacent vertices have the same color, and then you can divide these two graphs into two different groups. Okay, so then you can say this graph is bipartite. For example, let me take the example. Okay, let's say you have a graph something like this, and here let's say this is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, if you color this first vertex to 0, then you will give it to 1 and 1, it's neighbor node, right? Now this is 1, so it should be 0. If this is 1, this should be 0, which is correct. If this is 1, then this should be 0. So it means that no two you are able to divide this this graph into such that no two adjacent vertices have the same color when you have given two colors 0 and 1. Okay, now let's see another example. When you have a graph something like this, here also you have one. Okay, so now here if I give this graph color, if I give coloring for this graph, okay, what it would be, let's say the numbering is 1 2 3 4 5 6. If I give 0 here, this one will become 1, this one will become 1. If this is 1, this one will become 0. If this is 1, this one will become 0. But these two these two vertices have the same color 0 0, right? But so that means that this graph is not bipartite. Now there are only three conditions for the bipartite graph. See, if no cycle, then to blindly you can say that graph is bipartite. Okay, if cycle but number of nodes or number of vertices, okay, in the cycle is even, then it is bipartite. If it is odd, then it is not bipartite. For example, here this is the cycle, and here the number of vertices are 1 2 3 4. Okay, so which is even, so this was bipartite. But here 1 2 3 4 5, it was odd, right, in this cycle, so this was not bipartite. Now we need to resolve this. We need to solve this problem using, we need to find this thing that whether the graph is bipartite or not using DFS. Okay, in the earlier video we have seen for BFS. So that is very simple. Okay, you will create first one color array whose size will be equivalent to the number of vertices you have. Okay, and initially you will assign -1, like we were using visited array there similarly. Okay, now here you will run one for loop, okay, till number of vertices, and then if color is equal to -1, then we were checking if it is not visited. But now here we will check if it is -1, means you have not colored yet. Okay, then so you will run DFS for that particular node vertex. Okay, and if that DFS return you false, it means that graph is not bipartite, otherwise it is bipartite, true. Okay, now what is happening in DFS? So in DFS initially you will send I, okay, I equal to 0, and initial color will be 0. Okay, if you can see, cannot see, now you can see, right? So the initial color is 0. So first let's say I have a 5, let me take a 5 node graph, okay, something like this, 1 2 3 4 5, and here if you give it 0, okay, and you will run this DFS for this 0th index, and you will give it color 0. Okay, also you will give the adjacency list which you got as input, and then a color array, okay, to maintain next whether it is visited or not. First you will give that color to this color node. Okay, so this one will become 0, and then you will run you will check all its neighbor. Okay, for example, this 2 and 3 are the neighbor. Okay, so first 2 will come, and then you will check if its color neighbor is equal to 1, it is not visited, yeah, correct. So you will run DFS for this 2. Okay, after that you will run DFS for 3, and then again if DFS is returning you false, then the answer is false. Okay, now here what you will check, if your color of neighbor is equal to color. See, you have given here color which was the color of node, means it's parent. Okay, and if at some point of time if its neighbor color is also equivalent to this color, that means return false. Okay, otherwise it is true. So that's it. Thank you.